What's up, DIS? Welcome back to another episode of The Jet Stream.
And today you're back with the perfect pair, Mihini and Kyara.
From exploring nature right here on campus to a pop-up store all the way over in Japan. Today's episode is jam-packed.
That's right, we start with the elementary Creepy Crawlers.
And we finish with a unique brand from Mexico that is testing out the Asian market.
But before these stories, it's time for the Jet Stream Trivia.
What is the loudest insect in the world?
Comment below and wait until the end for the big reveal. I'm Kyara Trindade.
I'm Mihini Singh. These stories and more on today's Jet Stream!
Mihini, aren't you scared of bugs that even when you see a butterfly, you start screaming and running around?
Girl, stop exposing me, okay? But honestly, I see elementary schoolers at recess noticing tiny creatures on campus that I never realized.
And that's exactly what this next segment is about. Exploring nature and the insects we don't notice on a daily basis.
Olivia, Aiden, and Min bring you more about Miss Young and Miss White's interesting insect inspection ASA.
Oh wait, that is that. Oh no. Close to the yes. Can you see the spider army?
Hey Jets, I'm Olivia Cho from the Jet Stream. Today we're here at the DIS Storm Garden reporting about the new ASA called the Creepy Crawlers. In this activity, elementary students gather to capture, observe, and learn more about small insects and other creatures around the campus. What skills or lessons do you hope students learn from this activity?
So we really hope that this kind of gives them some patience and able to wait a little bit and then kind of act. They're very much, they want to do things first. And so for catching bugs, you have to be calm and you have to stop and see what's around you. So a lot of times they're just in the classroom sitting and there's so much outdoors that applies to them and different things that they don't know about until they get out. And so we learn about, even in kindergarten, plants and animals. And so for them to get out and see it is really exciting to them.
So were you scared of insects before joining this ASA?
Some of them I was scared and some of them I wasn't. For example, I wasn't scared with ladybugs and ants and things like that. But things that I was scared was centipedes too, even though I was scared too. I was even scared of flies, and I also hated every bug and insects because I was very scared of it. Today I learned that we shouldn't kill bugs because they're also living.
What is your favorite part about being in the Creepy Crawlers?
We could catch bugs, which are fun and sometimes scary. I like being in Creepy Crawlers because I can do teamwork with Sophia, and it's always fun, and Sophia's silly, so she always makes me laugh. I learned about ladybugs and caterpillars because ladybugs are good for plants and caterpillars, I'd be afraid then I could never ever catch bugs or roly-polies. I found a dragonfly and the skin was blue. I noticed that bugs are really cool and they have things that they need. I like catching bugs and observe what they have.
What has been the most exciting moment during the ASA so far?
I think actually today they're having the most fun. There's a lot of insects out right now because the weather's getting good, and so today they're finding lots of caterpillars and beetles and dragonflies.
What would you say to the students who are thinking about joining the Creepy Crawlers?
It's really fun. You get to get out in the dirt, you get to dig, you have to be able to not be scared of the bugs, and so we practice that a little bit as we go throughout the year.
These kids seem to be having so much fun. They've been finding small creatures around the campus, even centipedes. This was Olivia Cho, and back to the studio.
I low-key want to go outside more and interact with bugs now. Those elementary schoolers are helping me overcome my fear of insects.
Right? Exploring can take us to a lot of heights, which includes traveling around the world.
In fact, a Mexican company traveled all across the world to Tokyo to open a pop-up store.
Azul traveled to Japan. She brings you more on this journey of global branding.
Hi Jets, this is Azul Rivera Mesa reporting to you live from Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan. Right behind me is the Dr. Simi pop-up store that will be open in Japan for 1 month. Let's go discover it inside. In 1997, Farmacias Similares was founded in Mexico with a business model of franchises focused on lower-cost generic medicine. The company also sells Dr. Simi plush dolls, all of them produced by Cinia, a Mexican company known for employing only people with disabilities. In recent years, the company increased its international visibility and expanded its presence on social media. On April 10, 2026, Farmacias Similares opened a pop-up store in Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan. During the event, I spoke with the event coordinators and visitors to learn more about their reactions to the brand's expansion into Japan.
I think it's amazing. Truly just following the brand as not only an employee, but just as a fan. It's amazing the lengths they go that now it's worldwide. I mean, you can't get much further than Japan. It's 3 floors. The first 2 floors are interactive, so you can kind of play games and see a little bit into the mind of Simi. And the 3rd floor has merch that is only available in Japan, like my shirt. So it's amazing.
The purpose of the branding was bringing up the brand to a country that has similar values and that we share between the company Farmacias Similares and the Japanese culture. So it is an experiment to test the Asian market. So that's the main reason.
For the Japanese people that have been coming to the store, what is the one item that has caught their attention the most?
Absolutely, the Simi Samurai.
Really?
Really, absolutely. By far, and the Simi Pop.
Pues la verdad es un gran logro. Nosotros estamos innovando constantemente. Ya estamos en Chile, Colombia, Estados Unidos, obviamente en México. Y pues ahorita ya llegar a Japón en Shibuya, la verdad es un gran éxito. Sí ha sido un reto el idioma, pero pues al final siempre se encuentra la solución, ¿no? Nosotros siempre trabajamos con el cómo sí. Entonces siempre buscamos cómo lograrlo de alguna manera, ya sea a través de aplicaciones, ya sea a través de traductores. Entonces sí ha sido un reto, pero lo hemos sobrellevado.
¿Cuál piensa que es el siguiente paso para el Dr. Simi?
Pues darse a conocer en todo el mundo, ¿no? Pues ya nos faltan bastantes lugares, por ejemplo Corea podría ser, a lo mejor en otra parte de Latinoamérica. La verdad es que siempre estamos buscando a dónde llegar, ¿no?
With the agency, with work, we tell them what products are more famous here in Japan. And they told us the plush toys are so famous, are so common here in Japan, and we can arrange.
The pop-up store is going to be only 30 days, but we are talking with another Japanese companies that they like to have our products in the stores. This is only the first step, but we think that this market is going to be a very good market for us.
Pues la verdad sí me llamó mucho la atención el concepto. Hace una semana pasamos por aquí y no había ninguna tienda del Dr. Simi y ahorita vamos viendo el pop-up y los tacos enfrente y da gusto como mexicano ver que una marca mexicana se posiciona en el extranjero y sin la farmacia, sin el concepto de la farmacia, ¿verdad? Muy interesante, muy típica, muy mexicana. Me gustó mucho el concepto. La playera de México. No, yo no conocía el fenómeno, ya lo leí, escuché ahorita, ¿verdad? Por TikTok, cómo se ha ido posicionando la marca, pero para mí fue una gran sorpresa.
Which item from the store has caught your attention?
Sushi Leo on the first floor was really good. That was so fancy and cute.
Conociendo a la familia González y su fundador, no me sorprende. Para mí, lo único que es, con la excepción de Víctor, su hijo, una muestra de lo que la inventiva, creatividad, impulso, capacidad y recurso material y humano se puede lograr para promover una marca mexicana indistintamente del resultado que dé. Ese atrevimiento habla de lo que hace la familia González por México y por Latinoamérica y Centroamérica.
Can you please show me a Japanese move to the Daegu International School students audience? Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much for joining me, Jets, in this episode of the Jet Stream. I am your host, Azul Rivera Mesa, and back to the studio.
Not gonna lie, I want a Dr. Simi plushie now.
Or maybe it's just an excuse to go to Japan for a holiday.
Before going on summer holiday, we are very busy here at school. Jets, today is the last day of Season 3 ASAs and lunch clubs.
And tomorrow is prom, so don't forget to dress your best, dance your heart out, and eat a ton of food.
Also, Monday is Buddha's birthday, so no school. See you back on Tuesday.
The Spring Fine Arts Festival are next Thursday and Friday. Enjoy!
And now it's time for the Jetstream Trivia Answer. Drum roll, please.
The loudest insects in the world are cicadas.
Yeah, they are. I always hear them when we walk outside at the beginning of the school year.
Well, Jets, that's all for today's episode.
Don't forget to stay determined, intellectual, and successful!
반짝이는 별빛들 깜빡이는 불 켜진 건물 우린 빛나고 있네 각자의 방 각자의 별에 서 어떤 빛은 야망 어떤 빛은 방황 사람들의 부비들 소중한 나날 어두운 밤 외로운 몸 별처럼 다 오랜 빛나 사라지지 뭐 큰 존재니까